Hi, this is Donna with the Waldorf Connection, and welcome to my Friday tip of the week. And coincidentally, I had a great question come in about feeling isolated. And this mom is just starting to homeschool. She has a young child, is an only child, and she says she feels like she's just sailing out there alone by herself. And I just did this call this week all about creating support in your homeschool. And it may not be the number one thing that we think about when we are thinking about homeschooling, or when we start homeschooling. We're always maybe into the curriculum, and I've got to learn how to do this and do the lessons and a lot of the nuts and bolts. But really, when it comes down to it, having some kind of support network for you while you're homeschooling is really important, so that you don't get burned out and you don't just feel like you're out there by yourself. And it can be very isolating, and it can be very lonely. Even if you have other families who are homeschooling in your area, it's a lot different when you're using Waldorf education to homeschool your children, as I am very aware. And you can still feel like you're the odd one out, or you're the only one who understands this, and my family doesn't know what I'm doing, and and how do I even begin? So I'm just going to give you a couple quick tips here, and I will give you the link to that call that I did on Tuesday that really goes through the 3 key areas to creating homeschool support, and that's with our family, your immediate family, spouse, or close family members, mom, sister, brother, and then friends, and I really kind of talked about how not to isolate ourselves from our friends, which can be the tendency, because we are, over here, and we've got this kind of Waldorf bubble that we're trying to hold our children in and protect them from the media and from a lot of the pop culture things that our neighbors down the street and friends are doing. And so how to integrate that. I talked about that on the call, as well as having a community for getting together, especially in the case of an only child. There needs to be some interaction, homeschool co-ops, play groups, and then really just having a community of people, or just having someone or a few someones that you can actually talk about exactly what you're doing, that they understand Waldorf homeschooling, and you can just chat with them and they understand everything you're saying. And I think that's really important. So briefly, I don't want to make this video too long because you can listen to the call. So, getting your spouse on board is a really important part, and having that an immediate family support. And we do that by explaining to them what we're doing, trying to get them to understand, and giving them the facts. A lot of it is going on faith in the beginning. And I think it's about the confidence that you have and the conviction that you have as a mom. If you, seem confident, and this is what we're going to do, I know this is the right path, and can kind of stand tall with that decision and feel really good about it, then I think, your spouse and your family will be like, okay, well, great, she's got it, it's going on. But if you're kind of wishy-washy and, well, I hope I'm doing the right thing, and all that kind of thing. So a lot of the confidence comes in it, and having a support network will help build your confidence, because you're not the only one out there doing it. You can ask questions, and we've got at the Waldorf Connection the ability, or the place, for you to come do that. And I've changed things around this year to make it so doable for anyone who wants to join, and that is our International Association of Waldorf Homeschooling. And we have opened enrollment for 2013. We've got some great new features for this year. You can join for $17 per month. There's no contract. You can just jump in for a month or two and see how it is, cancel at any time. Or if you want to go ahead and get the yearly membership, it's a reduced rate and it's a better value. I think check the website, because we've had a price special going on, and I'm not sure when you're listening to this. The final price will be $147 for the whole year. You may be getting it on special right now at the $107 or $117. So grab it while you can, while the price is still low. It'll be the lowest price that you can get. And if you break that down monthly, it's like less than $10 a month or something like that for the support that you're going to get. But you'll be able to come into our group, get a call with me every month to ask any question you'd like. Plus you get to listen to what everyone else is asking, because you may not even know what you need to know. And you get to come into our private forum where you can ask questions, talk to other people. They know what you're going through. They understand where you are and your concerns. You don't have to try to explain all about what it is you're doing. They get you. It's just a place to come and really just interact and have that support, and have people that are doing the same thing you're doing and who are going through the same struggles, and just really sharing, asking questions on the forum, sharing resources. We're going to talk about curriculum. We're going to talk about book lists. You know, what are the books I need to get started? And we're going to have a really great time this year and really have a very active forum, as well as those Ask Anything calls. And I have, the first one is actually coming up on January the 23rd. So if you're thinking about jumping into the association, go ahead and jump in before so you can be on the line with us during the call, and you can ask any question no matter where you are on your path. If you're just thinking about homeschooling and not sure if it's for you, come ask your question. If you're just getting started and need some help, ask your question. If you've been doing it for a little while and have some questions about particular main lesson blocks or math or books or websites, or more about support and how to deal with questions from neighbors, or interacting with spouse, or whatever the question is, I'll be happy to answer that for you. And there are a lot of other great benefits there. You'll get my brand new ebook, How to Create Your Ideal Rhythm and Make It Stick, which is taken from my home study, as well as the Path to Rhythm course that I did last year, but I've condensed it all down into a book. So you can just read that online and start working on your rhythm, because I know that's one of the number one things that you're concerned with, is getting that solid foundation rhythm going in your household so you can even consider homeschooling, right? All right, so check it all out there on the link, and listen to my call from this past week where I talked all about the support and how to, the steps to take to create the support. And then I'd love to invite you into our association this year. You don't have to do this by yourself. You don't have to be out there flailing around and hoping you're doing it right. I'm trying to make things easier, and you can learn from the mistakes I've made. Skip over all of that. Come on in and just whiz on through, build your confidence, feel like you've got others there beside you supporting you and guiding you. And I want you to enjoy the homeschooling. I want it to be fun. I want you to, really spend your time working with your children instead of trying to figure out what to do. So, all right, I hope this helped you. And if you have any questions about the association, you can email us at support@thewaldorfconnection.com. I hope to see you for our Ask Anything call next week on Wednesday, the 23rd of January. All right, until then, bye-bye.